Hey there, this is Prof. Aram, and in this video, I'm going to give you a bird's eye view of what finance is. So let's get to it. What is finance? This seems like a very basic and simple question, yet so many students, when they enter their first finance class, they either have no idea what finance is or have a vague idea of what finance is. And unfortunately, a lot of instructors assume that students know what finance is and skip this step altogether. So in this video, I'm going to give you a very simple answer to this very critical question and go over different areas of finance. First of all, finance is not accounting, right? Accounting is tasked to record all the transactions, assets, and liabilities of the firm, and naturally, it's backward looking. On the other hand, in finance, we are mostly concerned about future and how our decisions will affect the firm's value in the future. And because of that, in finance, most of the times, we rely on the information provided by the accountants and pair them with data from other sources to make better decisions to increase the firm's value along with other types of financial decisions. Okay, so what is finance? It's simply the management of money. And majority of financial decisions can be simplified into two categories. So we know that finance is management of money, and with money, you either have it or you don't. And if you have money, then you're going to make an investment decision, meaning that you're going to look for opportunities to grow that money, to earn a positive rate of return on that money. And if you don't have money, then you're looking for ways to raise cash, raise capital in order to be able to invest that in projects or assets that increase the value of your firm or value of your investment. Okay, so the finance decisions can be generally categorized into an investing decision when you have money or a financing decision when you don't have money. Okay, now let's go over different general areas of finance. The first one, and I mean one of the most important ones, is corporate finance. And the focus in this course usually the principles of finance course is corporate finance. And we are going to deal with decisions that increase the value of the firm. But you need to know that the concepts that we learn here in corporate finance can be applied to most types of businesses. So business finance is a more appropriate name for this area of finance. Secondly, we are going to look at the area of investment. Investment area deals with financial assets such as bonds and stocks. And usually someone in this area tries to answer questions like, what determines the price of a financial asset? Or what are the risk and return trade-offs that we need to consider when investing in these assets? Or what is the best mix of, for example, debt and the stocks that you can have in your portfolio to basically maximize the value of your portfolio in the long run? And potential careers paths in this track may involve stockbrokers, portfolio managers, and security analysts. The other area of finance is financial markets and institutions. And these financial institutions are firms such as banks and insurance companies that deal with financial matters, and employees perform a wide range of finance-related tasks. For example, if you are working in a bank and you're a commercial loan officer, you should be able to evaluate the financial statements and financial health of a business generally before extending a loan to that firm or that individual. The next area of finance is fintech. Since in finance, we really care about making transactions and processes faster and more efficient, we are usually one of the early adopters of new technologies, right? So the combination of technology and finance is called fintech. And in the past, for example, a fax machine or a Bloomberg terminal was considered fintech. These days, finance is adopting blockchain, machine learning, and AI. And who knows what's going to be the next big thing in technology. But I'm sure finance is going to be one of the early adopters of that technology. Okay, and finally, we have international finance, which is not really an area of finance, but it's more like a specialization within these above mentioned areas. And for example, when the CFO of a multinational corporation with subsidiaries around the world, or a portfolio manager who oversees managing an emerging market mutual fund, they should be proficient in international finance. They should understand the intricacies of doing business in other parts of the world, right? Because the way the accounting works in other countries is not the same as the one that we use in the US. Most of the times, the firms in the US follow GAAP, but countries around the world use IFRS. So, or you have to be able to measure your exposure to different exchange rates, risk that you have. So you have to be able to understand the intricacies of doing business internationally. Of course, this is not an exhaustive list. For example, you might have something called public finance, like you can add public finance, which mostly deals with government funding and spending, and or you can look at, for example, personal finance, which deals with retirement planning and achieving financial freedom for individuals and families. So I hope you find this video useful, and thanks for watching.